Hello, hello, people of the internet. It's your boy, Skinny Penis, and we're trying out something new. I don't know, like I don't know, five to 10 people or so asked me if I could not like maybe talk a bit more about like the basics or thought process of playing. I also think that the uh, let's say video series where I play like all the ships for 2-3 games, I talk more about the ships, the game, and balancing in general, but less about where to actually go on each map. Probably it's a bit more interesting for some people to see multiple maps, multiple spawns, multiple ships, and I only talk about the idea of where I go. So this is going to be essentially just me talking out loud what I think. So, no carrier, two brothers, shit spawn. There's not really an island usable from this spawn where I could get radar on cap, stay safe, and at the same time have people in gun range. The island on my left doesn't really work. It's very risky if I park here. People clump up in that area. It's easy to perma-spot me. It's easy to shoot me. Battleship-wise, we only have one overmatcher, but the Schlieffen is obviously a big issue. Schlieffen doesn't matter how well I play. His secondaries are AI controlled. I could ask the Sherman for a smoke here in chat. Like, ask him if he wants to smoke me. That would greatly help. Well, I mean, he doesn't seem to be interested. He's going for the cap. Theoretically, you can chance it here, actually going to that island if the Sherman smokes there too. It's decently safe from Torp, so you could sit there. Problem is we have a Minnesota split on the 10 line, and if a battleship pushes through here, I'm stuck on this rock and I can't turn out to the front anymore. So actually, weird angle that I'm taking here. I'm actually going for a kite angle on the border, just gonna reverse in. Kiting theoretically possible here because there's literally only the Yamato that overmatches me. Kiting would also not allow the Schlieffen to overrun me for free. Going towards the middle is an option here too, but if I go middle and these people are left alone on 910, they might just get run over. Oh, please don't eat torps. The Yamato is actually here. That's really shit. Well, unlucky. I mean, I can reverse into him. The DDs are not spotting me. I have ledge mod. If I concentrate properly on dodging, I should be able to do some damage to him here. But unless he comes deep into my range, I'm not gonna open up. If he just scratches it, I might just not take the chance. I'll let you go. Idelny is here as a DD, and then there's another one here with 3 launchers, so it must be the Jaeger. Definitely Jaeger here and Delny. So very unlikely they get cap. I'm like, look, I'm playing PT, so now he's aiming at me. I will move forward the moment he shoots and angle in completely, showing as little silhouette as possible. Also, he's turning out now and running out of range, so there's barely any point of trying to keep shooting him. Yamato with the 33 side plating is a very easy target. Look, I'm going completely ass in because you want to show the least amount of silhouette on your ship you possibly can. In the sense that he overmatches you anyway, so showing side gives him more opportunity to shoot you. And that's the strength of ledge mod, that you can turn your rudder and accelerate in such fast ways that you can actually angle in perfectly. Also, if you're close to these people, against 30 overmatch or higher, you don't really try to bait belt. You only do that, or side plating, you only bait the side plating on 406s or below, something that doesn't overmatch you. Otherwise, you just give them an opportunity to get all their shells in. You go nose in, you just, in general, have a higher chance of surviving, even though you obviously chance it still on overmatched no citadels. We're going to just like play it safe for now. None of the people have died actually, so I mean obviously I can't commit to the rock yet. Also, you can see the Jaeger is somewhere over there with 5-4 concealment, torping this rock nose in. So if there is an HE spammer like Riga, Alaska behind him, I would have issues staying alive there for sure. We're going to turn out again here. Yamato came back in range, so that's why I went back to the 10 line. Yamato will actually turn flat again. So therefore I'm using AP. 33mm side plating, improved pen angle. I can easily pen it. If he goes for a DCP here, I will definitely load HE then though. You can see those 6k. Now he's angling in too much. There's barely any reason to... okay. Going to try and accelerate out of it again, swing my ass around to dodge it. And it worked. This guy isn't really good at aiming. Something you should consider when playing against battleships is having a look at how they predict your movement. If they predict at all, or if they're really bad at aiming and they can't understand that ledge mod means he has to aim further ahead. Ripple firing against me here would be the play for him. So I can't... look, he's taking too much of a risk aiming too far forward or back. He should shoot one gun or so. I mean, he could shoot all turrets anyways. I don't know why he's not going for it. He's full anti-fire duration, by the way. Good thing is always you have to understand, or I have to immediately recognize, is it fire prevention, is it not? And how long do the fires tick? I haven't been hit by him yet, really, so I don't know if it's like even a... okay, he's gonna die to that fire. I will immediately pop a heal and I will not shoot further. Going dark a bit quicker. And with this turret with this rudder shift and stuff, you can really dodge in between the shells, even in kite. And since the Yamato wasn't really a good player, I had an easy time abusing his bad aim here. He also didn't really have a reason, with the Jaeger being very passive but spotting, the Delny doing the same thing, even the Shimmer comes over. Like, he has enough DDs there. And even in Alaska, I mean, the Alaska is positioned in a shit way. He's not like directly on the island, but he had enough spotting and information. He could have just camped outside of my range and snipe, which would have been the better option. If he throws himself away there, sure, be my guest. We have a lot of radar pushing into the DDs, so I know they're like very far away from me. So I will get most likely the opportunity or timing to go further ahead. Maybe bring the island in between me and the destroyer that goes behind it, and then I can maybe catch him and radar him on the 9-10 line. Problematic only that the Alaska sits on my left, so I most likely have to turn to the left on the rock and kill the Alaska first, unless the DDs fuck off completely and I'm never spotted, because Alaska improved pen angles with the heavy AP. On the Moines you have a very clean sit, easy to hit sit. You can't give any sort of angle. Like, if you fight in Alaska, you can't give back turret. You can't shoot with the back turret, it's too risky. He could blow you up with 3-4 sits under the front turrets. He penetrates that then. Like the strength of their heavy AP. The only way I can use back turret is if I'm that far away here. Because that's the strength of ledge mod. I can always turn in before his shells arrive. His shells are too lazy. Yeah, but in general, even if it's a Stalin at this range, I can still turn in time. If I'm below 10 kilometers, I couldn't really, so then I couldn't use my back turrets. I just had to cut my DPM by 30%, 33%, and then kill him with front turrets, but in return give him very little opportunity to actually deal damage back. So their counterplay is very limited. Obviously, Des Moines, great ship against other heavy cruisers that don't overmatch but have 60-second fires. You do have very good fire setting capabilities with that reload, and you don't have to suffer through overmatch. This is a great opportunity to get free kills. Something you want to take in a Des Moines is always like nose trades against heavy cruisers in medium ranges. You don't really want to nose trade a fucking Stalingrad at 4 kilometers or so, or 5 kilometers, stuck, nose and stuck against him, because so there's two kiting DDs. One of them is a 5-4 concealment torpedo boat, so it's worthless. The Riga wasn't spotted since 10 years, so I have no clue where he is. The Delny is a kite destroyer with 60mm of plating and a heel. Hunting this is worthless. I would also advise our battleships to not go there. Especially you can't hunt them as long as the Sherman and the Split aren't in front of you. Then again, the Split is so low and gets outspotted hard by the Jaeger that he probably just dies. So he shouldn't hunt either. But I'm going to go back to sea and fight the incoming ships there. the game is probably going to be very hard to win, if not impossible, as said, because the 2DDs in Kite, it's the perfect opportunity for them to deal damage and keep people spotted for free if these people here push. Exactly what they're designed for. Long range AG spam from the Delny being unkillable, and the Jaeger just torping the entire time. They can't really blow up anything here, but why would you run at that? And yeah, the enemy side, or the other side of the enemy team is completely full HP. So I'm going to have a very hard time winning this. It essentially all depends on the intelligence of the two destroyers and also where the Schlieffen goes. I can kill the Henry 1v1. I can even fight the Sumo 1v1. That shouldn't be a problem. But the Schlieffen was full HP, I saw. So if he comes back to C, I might have to try and kite out. I can't get stuck in his secondary range. If he's full HP, he 100% kills me. There's no way I win that. The only way I win that is if I kite him. And yeah, so in this situation, you like looking at our ships and their ships and the HP pools and stuff, you have to hope the enemy makes a mistake, kind of. Otherwise, it's pointless. This guy sits on the border in his Riga. It could be AFK, I'm not sure. Jaeger and Delny gave up way too much space here for free. Like the Delny should be up top here, Jaeger like up here maybe. And now our teammates actually get into the B cap, especially since Santander and Splitter kind of zoning for the Sherman, so the Sherman will just sit in the cap. Santander sadly used his radar though, so they don't have a radar for the Cossack to maybe blow him up if he comes back. I get this man back with me, which is really good now. Situation changes a bit. I can use him as a meat shield. Go behind him. Makes it a bit more feasible to win here. If he takes the heat of me with the Schlieffen or so. Actually like a playable situation maybe. Colombo doesn't really get penned by it. Oh, the Schlieffen is going back. We're going to turn in. The Cossack is here. He's smoked over there. And the Zumo is going in alone. So yeah, there you have your mistake. The Zumo is going in alone. The Cossack is playing against the Des Moines that is full HP with Raiders and Hydros, so he will never kill me. And this guy doesn't overmatch me, so now we can actually get 2 kills and keep our base for free. So the game continues. So we're going to just like do that. Here, by the way, you could see I was angled with back turret, and then I turned when he shot, baiting it on the belt essentially, or dodging it entirely. Yeah, the Cossack is in the cap, so I'm going to blow a Raider in about a few seconds. Oh, he's not in the cap anymore. Okay. Okay, everyone in base is blowing up, which was kind of to be expected. Our Sherman is now completely alone. Double fire. Okay, he had DCP ready. I'm going to slow down now. I'm going too close to him. That doesn't only allow him to maybe actually get sits, because he's super close that most of the shells hit my nose, but also he could ram me. So I don't want him to ram me, so I'd rather stay back a bit. Okay, now he took the sap volley finally, and I got him immediately on triple fire. So this guy is cooked. Yeah. Very good. We keep our base. Get a kill for the swing. Maybe the Cossack is still in radar range. Nope, he's not, but I have 4 raiders left, so I'm just going to use one here, and then I get enough time to probably... Okay, now it's actually questionable. I could go into A, and get a cap for free most likely, but that would mean we lose immediately. The better alternative is to hope that the... Like now it's essentially like a gamble play. I hope the Minnesota turns out and the Schlieffen can't turn in on me or runs at the Minnesota, and I can get into the... It can block their base cap from inside, use Hydra and Radar, maybe kill a Destroyer or the Henry, maybe they do a funny mistake. Problem, obviously, the Schlieffen is way too healthy for me to do anything. Maybe going in here is not the play. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, staying here could be very good, because I can get some shots over the island into these people. Okay, the Cossack is now going to torp the... Yeah, okay, they can lob the part of the island that is coming up, so... I might be able to get some free damage on the Schlieffen, which is the threat here. Yeah, but not enough to really make it worthwhile. The Henry a bit here. The Schlieffen also looks awkwardly well equipped with DCP still. I'm not going to go commit in completely now. I'm going to stay like here and try to kite him around the island, get fires and fires and fires. If he continues over towards D, which could be the case, like he could maybe fuck off. That would be really good for me. So like here I can still reverse and go dark, which it doesn't, or like go behind cover to his secondary, so his secondaries can't really build the what is it? The accuracy that he needs. Trying to maybe figure out where the Schlieffen is going. Okay, he's still sitting there. He turned in, but that means he can't use all his secondaries. Now it's a lot depends on the fire RNG that I get. And the fire RNG seems to be shit. So the way he's angling now, his secondaries can't shoot me, so I can actually stay here and probably get a bunch of DPM into him, maybe get some permas after he DCPs, and reverse around the rock. And get 5 kilometers for him to cross. The Jaeger is behind me. Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna kill him. He's too healthy here. Also, I gotta reverse further against the Henry now. Henry coming in, doing even more damage to me. Well, that's definitely a lost game. Nothing really to see here. This is not enough angle yet for me to get a good AP pens, but he's gonna angle up now, soonish, I think. And maybe able to get some nice AP in. On the nose, maybe. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Well, the Colombo came back behind me. Very interesting. Come on, kill him. There you go. We actually killed him because of that. But I'm against 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers. So I think best course of action might be to ram this guy if I even make it. Well, I mean, he's setting me on 10 million fires, which is super sketch. Maybe I can drive him by, I'm not sure. Okay, wait, I wanted to aim for the turrets. Well. Okay, we got him. But I think I died to the... fire and flood, probably. Maybe I live, maybe I live. The question is though, is it even worth it? He fucked the torps a bit, he only hit 1. I had to DCP though, to even try to attempt and live. Maybe I could have kept the DCP. He didn't have turret traverses, so he couldn't really shoot me. Okay, I have a way into the cap here to block. And maybe I can turn all my guns on my ass and shoot the DD when they come 10 seconds on radar. Just like wait here and blow a DD up maybe. 83 seconds on. Okay, well I load AP here. This is a Delny, so 60mm plating. AP is better here if he's angling. As you can see here, 10k volley. I die though. But I actually kill him, by the way. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, if I had the heal, he would have not killed me. I would have killed him, gotten the cab, and the game would have been prolonged. I mean, the Riga was AFK. But I had to hope that, like, theoretically, if all 3 DDs into me and I had, like, 5k more HP, there is a way, I guess. Very, very much hopium. But you could see here, if the 60mm DD comes around the corner, you play... AP. Like Kabaros, Delny close up, or Zorki, obviously cruisers don't have this limit of only 10% per shell, and you fuse your AP suddenly on some ships, like especially Annapolis, Des Moines is something. I mean, Minnow, obviously, that's the strength of Minnow. It always fuses on most of the DDs. Yeah, so that was an AP angle there. A bit lucky that I got the Henry and didn't die, but the Delny getting 3-shot by AP is crazy. So, this map. Very good map, by the way. One of the best for cruises like Des Moines. Other side is a bit better because this rock here is incredible. This rock is also very strong. I will obviously opt for this. I have a submarine in front of me and a Jutland, so good concealed destroyer. And a submarine for maybe sub-surveillance or also forward spotting, hydrophoning. So they can keep the 910 at least spotted. It may not mean that I can fight 910 if the enemy is too aggressive, but I at least have a warning. It's also the reason why I say that destroyers should... like, it's better to have the DDs in this kind of scenario, both DDs and 910 and 1-2 in the beginning at least. So first of all, you block a potential, for example, shimmer move, so he doesn't get torpedo angles or spots for free. You force the submarine underwater, well, like our sub already does that. Sadly, our Jutland is going into the cap. I mean, in this situation, it's kind of okay-ish, because submarine is going wide already. We have 2 incomparables behind ourselves. Very interesting. Essentially, like Annapolis or Venezia couldn't run at me. Alaska or Marseille could potentially, but I don't really care about those 2. As said in the last game, if I can no-straight them, very easy fight for me to win. 60-second no fire prevention cruisers. I even pen some of their parts. Not the deck though, on either one of them, not the deck. So I'm going to the rock here, and I'm going to do the funny turn to the left. I'm not going to go nose in and commit to this, mostly because of GK and carrier. I don't really... and submarine, like Gado could just sneak up and fuck me up. So I will turn to the left. If I go dark. Okay, I won't turn left because I don't want to take 10 million damage from Venezia. Turn in. Block most of the damage. So there is a submarine out here, it appears. The enemy DD is also in D, and it has to be the shimmer, I think, with like swift and silenced. Yeah, submarine is out here. And it's the U. Those are like homing torps, very long distance homing torps. Okay, it's like, didn't catch him with radar. I caught the shimmer though. I said it was very obvious that it is a shimmer. Oh, wait, we can drop that. He's on periscope. So, be able to get some damage in. Our submarine doesn't seem to be bad, by the way. You have to notice that. Oh yeah, there he is actually, he's still on the surface. Our submarine isn't stupid. Just saying. He actually hydrophoned and gave me an opportunity to do free damage to this guy. And this is why I wanted to, by the way, reverse. Turn to the left and then reverse in here. Kind of like reverse island camping. Because the submarine that is here, I can just run away from him now. And carrier as well. It's a bit sketch. Would be cool if our sub would spot that. I mean, he shot. Incomparable. I'm gonna pop hydro now. We're going to drop 1 depth charge. Because I have both loaded, I will just drop 1 all the time and see if I can maybe randomly hit the sub. I think he doesn't have DCP up, so if I get a hit, I could get an oil slick. I didn't hit him. As you can see here, island abusing, it's very simple to... This guy is pushing in, which means he's dead. Like Slava, obviously a very good ship for me to fight. Doesn't get like the overmatch to kill me. He should... like, obviously he has to sit in the base to really play his ship properly. Pushing in like this with no armor. Like if it's a Kreml, for example here, I'd have to be really careful because I don't do a lot of damage to the Kreml fast. Also has fast DCPs obviously, so fires are a bit fucky. This guy here just dies, and as you can see, since their DD isn't on the 10 line, by the way, so look, if the shimmer would play here, I would be spotted and I had to give up angle. This is what I meant, like, the fucking shimmer gets the cap now, but I will get the cap afterwards with the... Oh, wait. I will get the cap afterwards with the Jutland together. Anyway, like, The Shimmer can sit all he wants in the cap. The ship doesn't like really do well in caps. People could already... people could easily blow him up with gunboats or anything. Like, he doesn't know what is actually here in the beginning. So that could have been the Gdansk and me, or the Gdansk and the Annapolis. Oh, I killed the sub. That's really good. And since he doesn't know, it's quite dented, let's say, of him to try and contest, because now we just blew up 2 ships on the 910, which, by the way, is surely self-inflicted stupidity from those 2 ships. Like, they ran it in. That's kind of the game of World of Warships, right? You just play for potential mistakes of the enemy. It's very hard to just straight up brute force mistakes with lots of ships. Like, most ships can't really do that. I have to dive to the right side on the island very fast, because the Venezia is coming up on my flank, and he could shoot me with the AP, and the AP technology would be very, very bad at the moment. Ven AP is one of the worst on the tier 10 cruisers, but doesn't matter, because I have a very, very flat citadel. So he can citadel me for free, but he's not aiming for me. Now someone is aiming for me, but I think I'm going behind the rock fast enough. I think it just barely worked out that he can't hit me. Oh, he actually got a sit there, but it's fine, it's fine. I have the good position now. And I'm safe. The GK in the middle should die. Duncan and Alaska are weirdly enough killing themselves over there. I don't have a DCP. Wait, I'm spotted. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? That is a very interesting maneuver. Okay, now it's becoming more interesting by the second, the maneuver that these guys pulling. The GK in the middle is not dying, by the way, which is a big problem for me now, because I have to turn to the right to get out of the torpedo way. He's playing 20 kms though. You saw that. I could easily spot the torps very far away. I think I can get reversed in time, or do I have to actually pull through? I have to go forward. I have to go forward and angle in and hope and chat. Like, the Venezia is less likely to blow me up. Also, I can just give slight angle to the Ven and it should make me be safe. Okay, this guy finally ate the battleship shot and dies. Okay, he didn't even get a salvo out. Yeah, okay, he switched to Seb. Still does 13,000, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But I'd rather chance it on the Ven here. I was a bit too flat to the GK and he was looking at me and running at full speed. So yeah. Okay, the Venezia is the only one aiming at me. The Marseille is not yet, so I can angle in for this. If you angle fully in, the Sep does very little damage to you. That's like the idea. Guy's obviously useless Ven. Permakiting brings 0 utility. Meanwhile, my team has me in a Des Moines with radar and hydro, so I can play forward on a rock. So I have range on the battleship. I can fuck him. I had ASW range on the submarine, and I could radar and kill the Shimmer afterwards. So yeah, it's like, sure, it's harder to play, but definitely a problem for those people here that they have a Ven and my team gets Des Moines. Des Moines definitely bringing more if played properly. Good map, definitely. You have lots of islands to camp behind. Gotta be careful though that from the north side, playing the island line is kind of suicidal most of the times. If I were in the enemy team against two incomparables, I wouldn't play there. It is literal just suicide chancing it on the incomparables being dented or something. That makes very little sense. We're not pushing yet, because if I push out, I would get into a crossfire. I can maybe nose peek. Of course, Revenge going behind those islands. As you can see, the smoke is going over. I can probably nose peek the Marseille. I mean, I can't because the island is making me stuck, so that's pretty cool. Man, I could citadel the Nakhimov to shit at the moment. Well, maybe the Nakhimov keeps reversing a bit. Keeps reversing, I can go onto the right side of the ship. It would be really cool wargaming if you'd actually let me leave the rock like permanently stuck on this shit. Is kinda sketch as fuck. Would you mind, like, maybe not blow my game out? Like, I want to kinda play it. I want to play World of Warships, that's what I started the game for. I want to do the basic explain Berang. Yeah, is it okay? Can we like, no, okay, whatever. I just like, let's give the game some more time, you know. currently deciding what kind of gender we are. Okay, now we go. He actually reversed so far. I can get a Citadel angle here for free. Get a bit of damage. A bit of damage is good, like 50, 60k for free with Citadels. This thing, Citadel, is massive. And then we can push the Venezia into the ground. Nice. There you go. And now nose in fight versus the Ven is going to be super simple. I mean, obviously it's going to be super simple because I also have a cancerous sub fucking on him and an incomparable in his broadside. Double incomparable actually in his broadside. There's two people fapping on him from the middle, a submarine torping him. He doesn't have planes, he doesn't have hydro. And then there's me. I'm even going to willingly take the sap shot here for more AR, I guess. And nice. He just randomly had to turn flat to the incoms. And the Balau killed him. Last alive Venezia still dies. Funny. So, we're going for another game. This is has to be explained thoroughly, I guess. What are the actual thoughts about everything I do? Bit lucky there. No overmatch on my side. GK Slava. Submarine in the enemy team stupid. And in these kind of games, also the game before, just because the enemy team is stupid, people are led to believe that these crazy DPM utility cruisers like Des Moines are nuts and broken. But the problem is, most of the ships are really strong in good players' hands, because the average player base is horseshit. If you know how to play against the Des Moines, though, lots of ships become really, really cancerous to play against, even destroyers. Like, you couldn't fight a Ragnar at 12, 13 kilometers. Ragnar can just kill you for free, especially if you have speed boost and he pens you everywhere. Battleships can just stay outside of your range and point and click you. And if you commit it to an inopportune rock that turns out to be less covered, let's say by your enemy, by your team, for example, like your team is giving you less cover on it than expected, then you might just blow up for free. Mid spawn again, matchmaking a bit worse. We have okay, it's not like necessarily that much worse, but we have the Yamato for the overmatch. We got to be careful again, and it's Sea of Fortune. So the B area is a bit sketch against Schlieffen. Schlieffens can or do sometimes do funny int stuff there, so could the GK, but the Schlieffen is pretty much the bigger issue. Because GKs mostly don't reach forward positions without losing all their HP, because they most likely don't play fire prevention, everyone faps on them, they have shitty superstructure, and they most likely don't even play concealment. So wait, I mean the perfect spawn here would have been A cap and go to these rocks here from both sides, super playable. This rock here is sketch, it's a death trap essentially for Des Moines. This rock is super safe, but you don't really do much most of the times, but you're at least right at the cap. And you can go to these areas and receive the enemy push. This side is completely fucked for Des Moines. The other side can, or like you can always play middle in Des Moines. This is what I'm trying to do. Question is just on which rock do you commit, and I think I'll take the left one here. Because the right one I can't really creep up here if my team doesn't play that flank. And the submarine is turning in on the cap for some reason. That's a Vincent that may kite. The Shimmer is still in base. The Edgar can't really farm people if they angle. So I'm going to go more to the left because I won't be able to crawl up there. It's also very, very, very sketch move. You'd had to be very patient on these rocks here. On my right, this. Because you can only move up when your team slow pushes or has position on the 1, 2, 3 line. Not a problem though for now. We have the Schlieffen running it in remarkably fast there. Coming into my range. Not spotted here, very interesting. I was ready to turn to the right if I'm spotted because there might be battleships there. I'm going to not go further forward actually. I mean, you're likely tempted to... Yeah. We have our Fletcher that currently kills himself. So I won't commit past this island here in front of me. Because the Annapolis goes to the rock. So spotted. I think it's from the right there. Could be from right there. BD's running headfirst into caps is a bit sketch. Don't really understand the entire idea behind it. Very hard to live that. Yeah, the Annapolis is just gonna farm me here, which is disastrous. Gotta reverse. and hope for my team. This is DPM that I can't tank. Marceau is going for an int move. Salem should probably win this. Gdansk sits in the middle. Maybe he's smoking. I have two German BBs behind me, so if they come around my ass, I'm actually protected fairly well against the Schlieffen. Okay, the Schlieffen is going in between me and the German smoke. The Marceau is still spawning me wide. Otherwise I could pop a radar here or something and shoot just dark. Yeah, look, I could have shot dark, but the Marceau was still lighting me. Immense damage that the Annapolis pulls on me from the rock. But with the two BBs behind me, me on the rock and the Yamato Salem going wide, because their DDs are also dead, so they can just free push. The Annapolis actually is in a very, very fucked position there. Like, I'm just not allowed to give him more damage on my... like, well, no more opportunities to, let's say, get damage on me. I'm going to pop a Hydra here, so the Schlieffentorps are spotted for those clowns even earlier. The Fletcher, if he goes into B, I will pop a radar on him, even though I can't shoot him. And in this situation, you just try to stay perfectly close to the island that you can always insta-reverse like I do against the Annapolis. But even then, the Annapolis gets easy 4 or 5k volleys in every 5 seconds on me. That's just the DPM of the ship. That's insane. Okay, the Alsace is the only one left, and the Annapolis has to dive Island Rock now. But I won't be able to do Citadels, really. Yeah, it's Annapolis moment, you can't really Citadel that. It would be good if someone gets spotting on him, so I can fuck him up. But maybe I can go for a raid on him. So all BBs on the other side went on 1-2 line. Okay, there's the radar, man, it's a bit late, huh? All the BBs went deep 1-2 line, so from the right there's no real crossfire on me. So I can move forward slowly but surely. I mean, 10 kilometers I should be able to get at least like 1 or 2 sits here, right? Surely, huh? Oh yeah, actually engine damage. Oh yeah. We're doing it. I can push him into the... Yamato. Didn't really do the damage that I wanted. A bit more there. I think the Alsace is aiming for me. It can't really be a battleship from the other side. But yeah, he's nose tanking the... Yeah, it's the Alsace. He's nose tanking the Yamato now, so it's kind of whatever. Nice damage for 380s from the front. I can park in the cap though and get it. Yeah, okay, well. This guy is going headfirst into the 3 battleships. I mean, this position, as I said, it's a kind of a death trap. You're very easy to kill there and dislodge there afterwards if some of your teammates around you die. Like, not really the easiest rock to stay alive on. I think the Yamato should kill him though with the next volley. Would be helpful. Sure, I can get the cap in the process. Annapolis ramming is also fine for us. It's just important that the Annapolis doesn't live that and randomly reverses on me. It's like the most important thing here. Otherwise, I don't really mind what happens over there. Yeah, ram, whatever. Fine by me. I just needed him gone. And I'm going to fuck the Alsace now. 32 plating, just nose in. No damage will be received here. Okay. I went dark. Good, that's good. I can already start hunting him now. Got the cab. That was important. Theoretically, not shooting there is a bit smarter, because if he gets reload on me and these resets, that costs me too much time that I can't hunt afterwards anymore. But hey, it works out. So this guy's no fire prevention, but I only get now the first fire, so it's a bit fucked. And we can put him on 10 million fires though in a second. I will go left side of this rock, because those people will come closer and at some point they will be able to shoot me very easily, because they're close enough for that. For now though... Hey, he randomly DCPs that. That is really good. As you see, PT also allows me to just completely ignore that side on the right. Because at the moment they would aim for me, I would see it on PT. which is very good. Like some flank cruisers, like if you play a Napoli or so, really, really get an advantage if you can completely ignore the enemy team on the other side, because you would know when someone aims for you. It's very hard to crossfire anything with PT at long range because the shell travel time is too long and the warning that he gets is too early. This guy, obviously very, very easy fight for me to take. 380 BB, 32 armor, he doesn't overmatch, so I can just like burn him down. I mean, he should already be dead because he doesn't play fire prevention, randomly DCP'd one fire. But I can't seem to get additional fires, which is kind of fucked. Very fucked. Actually, okay, he didn't get a shot on. I was about to go forward and angle in a bit more to him because he slowly but surely creeped up on an angle to maybe go below my front turrets. But yeah, as I said, like island here, very important to keep it between GK, Iowa, and Yamato. You don't really want to chance it on them completely ignoring you. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you can also. I mean, this would have been a situation where it's kind of feasible, but I had to slow down somewhere anyway, because the Alsace, you have to, like, he turns in, but he turns in with nearly 60k HP left. Then he gets one volley from the BB 50k. He didn't pop the DCP there. I didn't know yet, but I still have to slow down because he has too much HP. If he angles perfectly nose in and he speed boosts at me, he could ram me out. If my BBs don't do enough damage, or if I don't get the RNG. Like, essentially there, like, if my battleships don't shoot him with me as well, I don't get enough damage because I didn't get the fires. That's a bit fucked. So we only have one heal left. Actually, 27k HP only. So we probably have to play islands again and not be open water with all guns, because Yamato is going to do too much damage to us in most cases. And this game is definitely throwable. I'm going to the rock in front of me to try and shoot the Iowa a bit. And hopefully I can catch the Yamato flap broadside, do a lot of damage real fast to him, so he doesn't become a problem. Can slow down here a bit, so shoot this. Okay, he's dark, very funny. Okay, there's the Yamato. I think I can still lob from here, which is essentially what I want to do. I can also use my radar now, like he's coming in 10 kilometers and I can lob this rock, so I can just sit here unspotted and radar him if he goes dark. Yep. You have to go forward a bit, essentially use the island in front of you to kite him around now. Yep, a bit forward just so we stay dark, and lob the island on his broadside with AP. Afterwards we're more free to do whatever we want. Gotta be careful on the right though, you can see the GK moving up there. So if he comes around too early, he could blow me up. Exactly, that's what's happening. Have to angle in. Could go around the right side, the left side of the rock, but I can easily go left here on the right and then be unspotted against this. I kill the Yamato first, and then I go for GK. Oh, I was the guy spotting him. Well, I mean, I'm hardlighting him now, and his turrets aren't turned, so I probably get the kill before he shoots. Nah, I don't, because the salvo landed extremely high. So I'm going to aim for ass. It's not over. Yeah, it's not oversaturated yet, so easy damage. Oh, okay. Well, that's good actually that I beached there, because I can now start reversing again and actually keep gun angles on this guy. And dodge the Zao too by reversing. Pretty good. Yeah, this guy DCP'd. I mean, in the end, it's very hard for this GK to do anything because there's two German BBs, he doesn't Citadel. So they just trade equal HP at close range, and nearly impossible for this guy to get a favorable trade here. Also, I got a permafire. Very good. Now I'm gonna go load AP and go forward into the Zao. Obviously stick close to the right side island because this motherfucker is gonna come around here, so I have to go forward. As fast as I can. Guy stays flat broadside to our Preußen for some reason. The poison just blows him up. Cool. Poison doesn't blow him up, never mind. He overpenned that guy. Okay, angling into me. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like chancing it on the poison shot here is better than giving it a Moine flat, because I kill him faster. Most likely. Oh, so the GK probably dies to the Brits now. As I said, he comes around flat, they don't citadel each other. Yeah, okay. Well, we did a little island hopping in this game, step by step. Aided by the fact that the Schlieffen and lots of DDs threw themselves away, so it not spotted. No kiters in base. Obviously, perfect game then. If you don't have the kiters, but you can actually fight close. But that's the Moine, obviously the most played cruiser on my account, most played cruiser, one of the most played, or the most played cruiser overall, I think. If you have any sort of suggestions, no, like actually not suggestions, more like wishes as to what ship that are very, 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 that not famous, but popular. Like if you have popular ships that you want to see get played, and I just talk about what I do, then say so. I won't play specific ships. Like I'm not gonna explain to you how to play Sevastopol. That's bullshit. But like ships that are seen very often, maybe Darings, maybe a Raider Minnow, maybe a Moskva, maybe some sort of very, very well-known BB that everyone plays, like a Monty. So yeah, put the suggestions in there. As said, no fucking random rare ships that are rarely seen at all because they're shit. Doesn't really make sense. Just trying to explain the map positioning, the angling, and sometimes the ammo choices. We remember the Delny that got 3-shot by the Moine AP because it fuses. And well, put it in the comment section if you even still listen to this. And see you for the next video. Adios.